What is Thistleholm? A great sire deflates her. It was my family's ancestral hall. The oldest stones date back to the years when the bastard city was not but a dozen roofs and wagons clustering for warmth. Oh, interesting. I love the pictures, by the way. Sometimes they actually just like right now, what she's doing right now. She's just like completely deflates, as it states in here, just over exaggeration, especially for a noble person. Anyways, compared to the houses of the great lords, it was nothing special. Age had softened the wood, and its queer replacement in the warehouse district set it apart from the finer grounds where our lords and ladies strolled for amusement. It was a mess, but our mess, all the same. I would invite you over for tea, something stronger even, but I will only disappoint. You'll find not there but a gaping hole. What happened? Collateral damage happened. When the abdicator cast his judgment on the bastard city, he destroyed the districts of the corrupt merchant kings, their manors, their counting houses, and yes, their warehouses. Aged, dignified Thistleholm collapsed as a massive sinkhole opened under her foundation. The bastard city's law may not have been perfect by Kairos' standards, but my family followed them with respect and never took a copper ring more than we deserved. I can't help but feel that my estate was not the criminal Tunon had in mind during his sentence. So what are you going to do next? That's the question, isn't it? I appealed to the abdicator, thinking he would see reason. After considering my case for all of 8 seconds, he awarded me a belt of rings and a plot of land on the outskirts of the city. Tunon told me to build new and start farming. Farming? Can you believe that? It's not even that I'm opposed to the labor, but we're in a war. I can't have the Scarlet Course breathing down my neck, reaping my crops, and Kairos knows what else. Kairos' laws are made to serve the masses, not the individual. I can appreciate that, especially when there's suffering or corruption on a grand scale. It all makes sense on a parchment, doesn't it? He glances to the left and the right with unease. I come from a long line of smart, ring-savvy merchants, but even I can't recounsel Tunon's justice with Kairos' law. There's something wrong about it all. Maybe Tunon knows something I don't, or maybe... What do you mean? People come here for justice. They usually get a version of it, but it's Tunon's version, not theirs. Half the time, they don't even get what they wanted out of a ruling in their favor. The deed to a farm, for instance. Not to put my own ignorance on display, but if more people knew how Kairos' laws work, they might not come here seeking a ruling at all, even a fair one. Tunon is a servant of law, but he's the overlord's vassal as much as any of us. Sometimes it seems like he uses his position to twist everything in the Empire's favor. We're just pieces on a board, and he can move us wherever the law justifies that we stand. That doesn't sound, well, legal. I can only endeavor to bring true justice to the tiers. At least one of Kairos' agents has their hearts in it. I'm still holding out hope that the tiers are left standing after this war, and that Kairos' peace makes something great of us. The lady can hope, can't she? Yeah, very well, Fightline. Hi everybody. Anything beats a prolonged siege, eh, Fanbinder? Enjoy the war while you can. Fadebinder, you're no stranger to Tunon's court, but I prefer to spend as little time here as possible. In spite of these closed walls, I feel strangely exposed. A fair warning, when you backed Ash, you were as good as signing your death warrant, but we shouldn't discuss such matters in a court of law. You'll make our time in the Tears an interesting one, won't you? Of course you will. Fifth Eye promised me Blood Chanter lore for services rendered. Tell him I'm still waiting payment. Perhaps you should have waited until the two of you settled his debt before raising a hand against the chorus. You to betray us, then come demanding old favors? You can't possibly expect me to honor such promise. Now? What possible reason have I to... Looking back toward Tunon, our chorus warrior clears his throat and steadies his posture. What possible reason would I have to make an enemy of the court? A mere bit of parchment will settle matters. It is no imposition. Besides, I'd rather like the notion of you flattering the chorus by way of imitating our magic. Study and study well. The voices in your head prefers them educated. Aha. Hold on a sec. Oh, wait, no. This is what I learned. Area of effect, was it? Oh. Sigil of blood magic. Accent that greatly increases the damage of spells but harms you when you cast them. Oh. Okay. Well.
This civil war, this feud, is an insult to Kairos's peace. It should not have taken the better part of a year to silence the last vestiges of the Oathbreakers.
I agree, Your Honor.
Our allies squabble while our enemies regroup. It falls upon the court to measure the extent of the damage and to execute the agents of disorder. I suspect that treachery, negligence, disunity, and greed have infected one or both of our esteemed allies. Until you are instructed otherwise, this matter is the court's primary focus. Graven Ash and the voices of Nerat must be examined in close detail. You are charged with observing the Archons and presenting your case that one of them has wrought chaos and disorder upon the Tears.
What if I find them both blameless?
Then you will have fallen grievously short in your duties. The conquest of the Tears frays around us. There is a root cause. If you cannot get to its source, then I shall find another who can. As always, you will be held accountable for what you do in the court's name. But you are free to conduct your investigation in the manner of your choosing. You must expect lies, misdirection, and manipulation. Suffer not such obstructions of justice. The disfavored seem the logical first step in your inquiry. The Legion holds you in some esteem, and Graven Ash has shown deference to the court in times past. No doubt the disfavored will be rife with accusations and evidence against the voices of Nerat. Graven Ash is a noble man, but never underestimate his capacity for deception. A wise general succeeds by knowing when to be unreadable to the enemy. You should, of course, speak with the Scarlet Chorus and gather their testimony. But it stands to reason that most in the chorus would sooner brag about a pauldron fashioned from your skull than entertain your questions. Do not regret killing the rabble that impede your investigation. They will be easily replaced.
I will speak with the Archon of War.
Your fellow Fatebinders have been busy acting as my eyes and ears. I have a few leads for you to follow. You should, of course, speak with your brothers and sisters of the court if you need further counsel. Though the disfavored were triumphant in the Blade Grave, I understand that their troubles within the region are unfinished. Talk to the disfavored commanders serving in the Blade Grave. Perhaps they can shine some light on the origins of this feud. There is a final matter to discuss. A sensitive topic.
What concerns the court, Your Honor?
In spite of the many shortcomings at Vendrian's Well, you managed to make a name for yourself. You proclaimed an Edict of Kairos, resolved its demanding conditions, and ascended the mountain spire. Any one of these feats would be worthy of recognition by the highest authority. You managed to accomplish 3.
I was only doing my job, Your Honor.
Your sense of obligation to your role is admirable, but modesty will not recommend you to the task ahead. Whether by design or by accident, you have captured the attention of Kairos' army and the local tiersmen alike. This is no small opportunity, and the court charges you with exploiting your new standing to its fullest potential. You have a title in our hierarchy. However, it's a little-known secret that one's standing in the world is determined by their infamy, their deeds, and how they come to be known. Mind this notion as you bring justice to this lawless frontier. There may come a time when your deeds speak for you louder than any title. Whatever you did to capture the attention of the masses at Vendrian's Well, I would encourage you to do so again.
Understood. I will be known as a champion of justice.
Good. It falls to us to set a new standard for these southern barbarians. You are dismissed. Should the court have need of your presence, you will receive word. Go forth and do my bidding, and bring glory and honor to the Tiers in Kairos' name.
Okay. Gotcha. Gonna change something real quick. Oh no! Misclicked. Oh no, whatever shall. Oh, whoops. Oops. That was unfortunate. Didn't mean to do that. Anyways.
This civil war, our graven ash and the voices of Nerat must be examined and it's possible, as always. No doubt you should, of course, speak with the Scarlet Chorus and gather their testimony. Your fellow, there is a final matter in any one of these, whether you have whatever you did to good.
Do. Eh? Welcome back, kid. Assuming as it would have been to watch the edict drop, I guess I'm glad you lived. Bladen Arc, Archon of Shadows, rouses from a faraway stare, turning to face you with a weary smile. Though he stands still, he seems to sift in and out of the shadows that shroud him. Oh. Hear you through your rings on the Graven Ashes side. Not a bad bet to pick the Archon of War, but tell me the truth. Did you go with the Ashes because it seemed like the right thing to do, or because supporting the Voices was a worse option? What sane creature would trust the voices of Nerat? Oops. One doesn't like to win a battle every once. One does like to win a battle every once in a while. At least the voices of Nerat isn't consumed by grief or hesitation like some Archons I know. Don't mistake him. The Archon of Secrets thrives on mistrust. When everyone believes you're lying, speaking the truth is a fine blade with which to cut your enemy. All that matters is that the Edict of Execution was stayed. Those stationed at Vengeance Well should be thanking you for their lives. Now, I assume you're off to go meet with Ash, but first, you and I need to have a little chat. I'm listening. Everyone's keeping an eye on you because you did something nobody has done before. Got a guess as to what that might be? On the first Fate Finder to proclaim 2 edicts. Smart guess. There have been a few others over the centuries to have outlived the honor of proclamation twice, but sure, it's true that most don't survive. Proclaiming an edict isn't new. Neither is surviving or resolving the commandments of an edict, but you're the first to proclaim and resolve the very same edict, and it didn't kill you. In one fell swoop, you survived your second edict, resolved the very one you had proclaimed, and woke up an arcane structure that had slept for several centuries. So why are you telling me this? Did I do something wrong? Calm down, kid. This isn't a list of charges. Prosecution isn't part of my job description. Executing a judgment, well, that's another matter. I don't care what you do with the information, but you should know the danger you're in now that you've put yourself on the map. Sticking with the disfavored is a smart idea, kid. At least smarter than getting mixed up with the Archon of Secrets. You'll never really be one of them, but if you value Ash's warriors, they'll serve you the best they can. Wait, there's still so much I must ask you. Not now. Try somewhere with fewer prying eyes and listening ears. Thanks for the advice. The Archon of Shadow shrugs to you in farewell, but his golden eyes are alight with interest as he watches you. Okay. Okay, so I got a lot. Oh. Wait, I was supposed to. Oh, here we are. You return. It is gratifying to see the war has not caused you to forget your roots. Now, what is it you wish to know? I have a request from Beric of the Stone Shields. And what does Beric of the Stone Shields want of the court? He has made his displeasure known in a loud enough voice to collapse the tears upon each other. He came to inquire if the Forge-bound could help remove his armor. If he has become encased in iron, that is none of the court's concern. My Forge-bound smiths are occupied crafting weapons for the army, and I would not have their focus diverted to liberate one soldier from his raiment. Stone Shield, do the disfavored not have standards for the upkeep of arms and armor? Is this not one of your Archon's guiding principles? It is, Your Honor, but I found myself trapped in this junk pile after the Edict of Storms hit Stalwart. If you want to blame anyone, it should be Kairos. The abdicator contemplates the matter in total silence. The moment drags on far longer than you would suspect it warrants, but Tunon's interest does not abate for a moment. The soldier will remain encased in his armor, eccentric though it may be, and all subjects of Kairos are forbidden to aid in its removal. Magic, the likes of which none of us understand, has touched the stone shield, and we will not interfere with the will of Kairos. But I'm trapped. Your Honor, would you not reconsider? I'm surprised and disappointed that you would even ask. Whatever you are trying to prove to your travel companion, the court finds it festering with sympathy and a lack of precedence. Such is the will of Kairos and the will of the court. Ugh. Ooh, I have no more questions. Ugh. Yeah. Hopefully things don't particularly progress too bad with how things go. But guys, I think it is time to thank you guys for watching the stream. Hope you had yourselves a fantastic time. I gotta get out of here. It's a little late now, and I'm getting a little tired. And no, it's not the beer. I can drink those with impudence, really. I can handle my alcohol. But I can only play games for so long for a certain amount of time. Oh, if I could have like an actual like long period break, I might be able to come back, but after tonight, normally I don't end up actually streaming later on. I do kind of want to do that. I do want to get in like actual 8-hour streams with that break in between, so that because I would be able to handle myself a little bit better after that. But enough about my problems. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back with Tyranny on Thursday. Yeah, we'll be back to Tyranny on Thursday because tomorrow is the start of our new stream schedule, which we'll be doing. We will be doing. Oh God, I can't think. Oh God. Tales of Arise from Sunday all the way through Wednesday, and then back on to Tyranny Thursday through Saturdays. That's how that's gonna go until we're done with both of those games, or one of the games gets finished. We might end up sticking with one game for a little bit, and then carrying on to another game. We'll see how things go. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. As for what's going to happen in a couple of weeks, though, hold on. Doop, boop, boop. Okay. Yeah. As for what's going to happen in a couple of weeks, let's say like Christmas week, the week of Christmas. So, the 19th through the 23rd. That's going to be a little bit different because I'm only going to have, what is that, 5 days to stream, and the normal T would be the Sunday through Wednesday would it be Tales of Arise, and Thursday we'll be back Tyranny. I'm considering either doing 3 days and 2 days between the games, or I might just do Tales of Arise, because that is the main game I do want to get done with, because that's what the 4 days are for. The 4 days are for the main game that I'll be trying to get through, and the 3 days are for the sub game, or in some cases, rare cases anyways, I may go for a third game where I'll do 2 and 2. Maybe. Actually, no. I'm getting all awkward on that one. But mostly the 4 days is for the main game, and the 3 days are for the sub game. And we'll be back to those sub games at later points. But the main game right now is Tales of Arise, and that's the game I want to try and finish up so we can get to Horizon Zero Dawn. I really want to play that game, so that way I'm ready for Horizon Forbidden West in February. But at this pace, it almost looks like Horizon Zero Dawn is not going to happen until January. But the next action game after Horizon Zero Dawn will in fact be if we have time before Horizon Forbidden West, Halo Infinite. I'm really excited to play that one. I want to play it. I want to play it. I almost decided to play that game over Tales. I almost decided to play that game over Horizon Zero Dawn once we got finished, but seeing how things are going to go, I really want to play Horizon beforehand. So, with all that said, guys, thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Zercon. I am an everyday Horizon streamer, currently having a giant blast in Tyranny and Tales of Arise, which comes back tomorrow. Hope to see you guys here for it, because both games I'm absolutely loving. Also, so with that being said, if you're enjoying what you have been watching, go ahead and press that follow button, because it helps me out. It helps you out, letting you know when I go live. Hopefully, unless Twitch gets a little bit twitchy. Another way to, So, but don't worry, if you do miss any of my streams, I post all my videos over on my YouTube page at least 24 hours before, 24 hours after the end of the stream, but usually 25, because always at midnight. But in this case, probably a little bit later. So, hope to see you guys tomorrow for for the return of Tales of Arise, because I'm really enjoying that game. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay active and stay connected, and I hope to see y'all next time. This is Zercon signing out. Bye, y'all.